So my story, 24 months ago in my home buying business, my biggest challenge was chasing customers. I could find customers, but I felt like, when I would reach out to them and I was following up, I was calling them more than they were calling me. It felt like I wanted or needed them more than they needed me. I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. There's a lot of competition, like there is in a lot of markets. And it was really frustrating. My advertising was getting less effective. I was putting out direct mail. I was doing some online stuff, and the cost per lead just kept going up. And what I found was really I was fishing in the wrong ponds. I was fishing where everybody else was fishing. Today, things are a lot different. I've uncovered a 4,000-year-old proven technique in marketing that for some reason is rarely used, but you tuned in today, so you're going to get to find out about it. And we have the results and the proof. I have bandit signs in over 1,000 living rooms. I'll get to that more later. And I just literally found a better way to grow my business. I just can't say that last sentence more sincerely in my heart. It's just better. Some things are just better. It's not even up for discussion. It's just better. I don't know how else to say it. I'm going to show you and show you how you can do it. It's really not that hard. So here's a fact. When you're a best-selling author or you have a published book, obviously most people don't have that. And so what happens is, customers, they go, wow, this person's for real. So when compared to you, your competition doesn't have a chance when you're the person with a book. That's what I found. That's been a fact for me, maybe a fact for you. So who am I? Well, I'm a full-time real estate investor. It says 4+ years, but I think now it's actually 5. It's kind of flown by. If you're in real estate right now, you know what I'm talking about. It just flies by. I really enjoy it. I was the kid who I would ride my bike and go pull the flyers out. I guess that was before the internet. And I would love going home and looking at all the houses and the floor plans. And when I was on vacation with my parents, I would go get the local paper and look at all the different houses. And I still do that. I just love, love, love real estate. I had some friends who had really cool houses. Our house, was the best my parents could do, but it wasn't fancy. And I had some friends with fancy houses, and I just loved it. I just felt like peaceful. It felt, successful. It was cool. And so I've always loved real estate. And I was a full-time teacher before I got into real estate. And I worked in corporate finance a little bit too, just kind of finding my way, and made the jump to full-time real estate, never looked back. Flipped about 120 houses. I'm still wholesaling houses. I still aggregate leads in my real estate agent business. And I have a team that I manage. So that's really fun. I have the Customers Chasing You YouTube channel where I teach people how to really invest in themselves and change their positioning in the marketplace. And I'm a best-selling author of multiple books, and I speak all over the nation. So that's me. My why is my family. I would say this slide, the title would be Never Give Up. My first 5 children were girls, and I love them very much. And then I literally never thought I would have a boy. And then our last child was a boy. So never give up. But it doesn't matter what it is. But these guys really drive me. So think about what your why is, what's important to you. Because if your why is big enough, you will find a way to get what you want, I promise. This was when I received this system that I'm going to show you today. This information actually received Innovation of the Year award at a very prestigious real estate conference. And Robert Kiyosaki was one of the award presenters. And it was an amazing moment. I remember 15 years ago, back in 04, 05, standing in line for 2 hours to get a copy of Robert's book right there, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it was a great moment. I always wanted to do real estate, but I just didn't know how to get started. And now I fast forward to this picture. I'm getting the award. Robert's very excited about what we're doing, and he asked me for a copy of my book. So yeah, it's just pretty hard to believe, I guess, but it happened. There's the picture. So what I like about Rich Dad, Poor Dad is I think everybody can admit that it's a great book. If you haven't read it, definitely check it out. But what Robert did with a book, it really propelled his career. But he also knew that he didn't know everything. And so he, found groups of trusted advisors and experts all over the country who had different specialties. And so we sort of took that idea for our publishing company and did the same thing. We started out with our first book, the Step-by-Step Senior Housing Guide. I wanted to get this book to 1 million seniors and their adult children, the book and the workbook. I knew I couldn't do it by myself, but I knew that business owners wanted to stand out. They wanted to educate, not sell. And so now we have a network of local experts all over the country, and they're using this book as their main piece of marketing in their business. So thanks, Robert, for the idea. It really works.